Just make it work.
Still going. So, I put the replacement EGR pipe on. Had to take the exhaust off to get enough room, which I was very pleased about. Did some driving, 2D06 persists, and I'm thinking about getting a tattoo of it at this stage, I think. So I decided to check my work, smoke the intake again, and to the best of my knowledge, I do not have a vacuum leak. So back to the drawing board. Did some research, came across a page on bimmerprofs.com, link in the description, where it describes a situation where a faulty exhaust cam Vanos solenoid can cause a change in air management when other factors are stable, like when rumbling along on the cruise control, where engine load is pretty static. Looking at the fault info, 3000 revs is 70 on the cruise control, so I thought I'd have a look. One of the few things I haven't looked at so far is the Vanos solenoids. So I took them out. They were pretty grim. Some gunge and some flakes of metal I noticed. So at this point, I checked the oil filter, as it was if that was full of glitter, then there's no point in going any further. But thankfully, it was fine. So I cleaned them up. I've seen that you can activate them with a 9-volt battery to clean them better, but they looked ancient, so I was going to change them anyway. I did it before and after cleaning, looking at them with the software, and it seemed better. After some driving, 2D06 came back. I put 2 new ones in. After some driving, 2D06 came back. So back to the drawing board again, unfortunately. I remembered a video I'd seen by the Car Wizard, link in the description, where he's diagnosing a Mazda and he talks about the basic numbers for a happy petrol engine. So I thought, why not have a look at that? Software-wise, I have INPA, which is partly in German, and a cheap OBD2 Bluetooth dongle and Talk Lite app on my phone, which is also a bit cryptic. So between the two, I could still see that things were not happy. So engine load is up, lambda is off, so it's running lean. Long-term fuel trim's way off. MAF is there or thereabouts, but sometimes dips under, and short-term fuel trim's 3.6-ish. This is all new to me. I've not looked too far into it. I don't fully understand it. I've never got involved in this stuff before, as I've never needed to. So it's a learning experience. But thanks to that video, it can be seen that things are fundamentally off with this car. So he changed the MAF and the rear oxygen sensor. I've already changed the MAF for a Bosch one, so I had a look at the numbers for the rear oxygen sensor in INPA and compared them to another bimmerprofs.com page linked in the description, which gives an idea of what the numbers should be for that oxygen sensor, and it looks bad. The voltage of the post-cat probe should be about 0.75 volts and the resistance 256. So I ordered a new post-cat oxygen sensor, jacked the thing up and fitted it. Potentially at my peril, and I ignored the bit in the Car Wizard's video where he said, don't cheap out on the sensor. I can't help myself, I know. I bought a branded Lamarck sensor for 30 quid as opposed to £53 for a Bosch one. So the air-fuel ratio lambda level is now correct, around 1. Engine load at idle is down even with the aircon on, so it's happier. However, the probe numbers are still off, and it's throwing a 2C77 oxygen sensor after catalytic converter signal fault. I don't want to jump the gun and publicly declare that sensor to be junk. It could be the car's wiring, so I've ordered a Bosch one, and if all's well with that, I'll be seeking a refund on the former. While I was on with INPA, I noticed something. Every time I notice something, it seems to cost some money. The high pressure fuel reading was low. I've been hearing a slight top end clackety clack on the engine when gently accelerating, so I think the high pressure fuel pump's on its way. It should be 5,000 HPA on the low pressure side, which it is, and around 200,000 HPA on the high pressure side. There's not much that's been right with this car, I know, but it's the games we play. So I've ordered a new Bosch high pressure fuel pump at vast expense, so when that turns up and the replacement sensor, I'll go again. Over and out.